How are you, my friends? In this video, I'm presenting 7 old exams questions related to inverses of matrices from lecture number 34 of the pre-calculus course. Question number 1, find the product of all entries of the inverse of the matrix K, 3, 4, minus 1, minus 2. So first we have to find the inverse of this matrix. To find the inverse of a 2 by 2, we have 2 ways. This is the long way. I put this here on purpose, and there is another easy way by the formula. You will see it in another example. So you can see the steps here on slide 7 of the lecture itself. So we put here Ki, 3, 4, minus 1, minus 2. Here we put the identity 1, 0, 0, 1. We have to go in the row transformation here until we reach the identity on this side 1, 0, 0, 1. So first we have to change this number here 3 to 1. So we divide by 3 row 1, all of it. 1, 4 over 3, 1 over 3, 0, all of this. Then we have to change this number to 0. So we multiply by 1 row 1 and then we add to row 2 as we did in the lecture. So it will be 0 minus 2 over 3, 1 over 3, 0, 1. Now this number here should be 1. So I multiply by the reciprocal minus 3 over 2. So it becomes 1 here. And this becomes minus half and this minus 3 over 2. Then I have to change this number here, 4 over 3 to 0. So I multiply by minus 4 over 3. And then I will add up. So I multiply all row 2. Then I will add to row 1. You can go slowly here. And then I get identity on this side. So this side will be the inverse. So K inverse will be 1, 2, minus half, minus 3 over 2. What do I need? Find the product of all the entries. So I have to multiply all of them. 1 times 2 times minus half times minus 3 over 2. And the answer will be 3 over 2. Question number 2, answer true or false, given all of these are matrices. AB is equal to BA. For sure, this is wrong, because the product of the matrices is not commutative. AB, the product, and then find the inverse. It will be A inverse times B inverse. Or AB, the inverse, will be B inverse times A inverse. Now we can see that the second one is false and the third one is true. Now to know that, you can just take an example. 2 by 2, simple example. A 2 by 2, take B 2 by 2 if you like. Multiply AB, multiply BA. Most of the time they are not the same. So this is false. Also, multiply AB, find the inverse. Or multiply A inverse times B inverse. That will be false. And this one will be true. Use an inverse matrix method to solve the following linear system. X plus 2y is equal to 1, x plus 3y is equal to 3. This is easy. We can change the whole system into an equation with matrices. So we call this A, 1, 1, 2, 3. This is xy, and this is 1, 3. We call it capital B. Now we have to use this formula. This is method number 6. Using the inverse to solve the linear system. If we have A times X is equal to B, then X will be A inverse times the B. So the only thing we have to do, find the inverse of A. There's a formula here, A inverse 1 over AD minus BC, but remember A will be A, B, C, D at the beginning. So find the inverse of this, it will be 3 minus 2 minus 1, 1. So we multiply that by B. So we multiply row by column here. So 3 by 1 minus 2 times 3, that will be minus 3. Multiply row by column, it will be 2 here. So the solution will be minus 3 and 2. Here we have a nice question. The matrix A 2 by 2 minus 5, 4 minus 3, 3. If T is equal to A inverse plus A squared, find the product of all entries on column 1 of the matrix T. So we have to find the inverse of A. That's a little practice. we have to find a squared, which is a times a. Then we add. Then we look at the entries, the elements on column number 1. So this is A inverse by the formula, you know, the formula 1 over AD minus BC, until you get minus 1, 4 over 3, minus 1, 5 over 3. You can go slowly, please, here to check. A squared is equal A times A. We cannot square each number here, guys. If you square each number, that's wrong. If you say 25, 16, 9, 9, that would be wrong. You have to multiply a row by the column here. So minus 5, multiply 4 minus 3, then you add, you get 13. And then you continue this way. Now you add minus 1 and 13. When you are adding, you add element by element in the same location. 4 over 3 minus 8, minus 1 or 6, 5 over 3 and minus 3. And then I need column 1. When you finish column 1, this is 12 and 5. Multiply, you get 60. Let's find the inverse of this matrix E. 1, 1, 2, 2, 4, minus 1, 3, 6, minus 3 over 2. There is a little fraction here, but we can proceed. Now, to find the inverse, we have to use the steps. We write E on this side, identity 3 by 3, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1. And then we have to go and change on the left side here, 1, 0, 0 in order. So use row 1 here to change 2 and 3 to zeros. So we can do like this here, minus 2, row 1, multiply plus row 2. So I get 0 here, but I have to change the whole row. Minus 3 times row 1, minus 3 times all this, you add to row 3. You will get 0, 3, minus 15 over 2, minus 3, 0, and 1. Now I have to change this number here to 1. So I proceed. I change this number to 1. So that means we will divide by 2. So 0, 1, minus 5 over 2, minus 1, divide by 2 here, half 0. And here we have 0, 3, etc. I need to change now this number to 0. So I multiply by what? By the opposite, which is minus 3 times row 2 plus row 3. When I'm trying to change this number 3 to 0, suddenly I find that I have 0, 0, 0. That means I cannot reach identity here. I cannot reach 0, 0, 1. There is no way you can do that. That means E has no inverse. Question number 6, the solution of this system, 3x plus 5y is equal minus 10, minus 4y minus 2x is equal to 6, is written in this form, xy equals math, these are some numbers, I call them math here, so that means you multiply them, and this is the matrix minus 5, 3. So let's change this system into an equation with matrices. So first we say, remember here, I think you have to rearrange that. You see, this is y. Let me check here. Yeah, minus 4y minus 2x. Be careful, guys. 3x and then down minus 2x. So 3 minus 2, 5 minus 4, xy minus 10, 6. This is now the system here. So this is A, this is x, this is B. A, we call it, as we have mentioned in the lecture, A is called coefficient matrix. So x will be A inverse times the B. So I have to find the inverse of the A. We did that so many times. This is the inverse of the A. 1 over minus 12 plus 10 minus 4 minus 5, 2, 3. So now x will be A inverse times the B. So this will be minus 12 plus 10 minus half. And this one is 2 by 2 here, the inverse. And this is minus 10 and 6. Remember, minus 10, 6, this is a matrix. I can take 2 in the common factor as a scalar. It becomes minus 5 and 3. So there is a 2 there. See, now minus 10, 6, I will write it as minus 5, 3. There is a 2 there, and there is a half. So this half multiplied by this 2 here, you see this 2? It will be 1, and then there is a minus 1. I multiply by this matrix 2 by 2. So now x will be 4, 5, minus 2, minus 3, minus 5, 3. Now, if you look at the given, We have here -5 and 3 in the given. Let me show it to you in the given. -5 and 3 we need. So the other numbers now are called math, M-A-T-H. You multiply 4 times 5 times -2 times -3, and will be 120. Question number 7, ABC is the solution of this. This is very similar, but this is 3 by 3. And remember, given in the question, -7, 15, 9, etc., this is the inverse of the coefficient matrix. So what can we do? We just write the coefficient matrix, AX is equal to B. And then we have to find the inverse of this. It's already in the given. So I multiply the inverse. You see the inverse times the B. So this is the inverse from the given multiplied by the B. B is 310. So I take row multiplied by column. See, I put that in details here. You get -6. And then take row by the column. Check that. You get 5. And then row by the column. You multiply, you get -1. So the solution now, -6, 5, -1, which is ABC. Now we need in our question, multiply A times B times C. It will be 30. Now these are the answers of the questions we did, the 7 questions. For other examples, the formulas, all the details you need, you can go please on the video pre-calculus course lecture number 34, inverses of matrices. Thank you for watching. If you like the video, you can subscribe and share it with your friends. I hope I can see you in another video with another topic. Thank you very much for listening. Bye.